The clock on the wall ticked, steady and merciless. David sat at his desk, fluorescent light buzzing above him, spreadsheets glowing on his screen. He rubbed his eyes. Another 12-hour day, another week gone. He used to joke with his coworkers that the company was his second home. But somewhere along the way, he realized it had become his only one. Years fly by, he muttered under his breath, the words almost like a confession. He thought of his father, who worked until his body gave out. Work hard, save up, and when you retire, you'll finally enjoy life, his father used to say. But when that day came, there was no joy left in him, only exhaustion. A lifetime chasing the carrot, never realizing it was always tied just out of reach. Now, David saw the same trap waiting for him. The middle class was being squeezed dry, working harder and earning less, trying to fill retirement accounts like fragile bird nests, hoping they wouldn't blow away in the next storm. Vacations were postponed, dreams deferred. Freedom was something promised at 65, when bones ached and hair turned gray. But what about now? David looked out the window at the city, where people hurried, rushing past one another as though racing death itself. Everyone was trying to get ahead. But ahead of what? Ahead of whom? The game was rigged, and he knew it. He closed his laptop. For the first time in years, he let himself breathe. The present, a moment he'd ignored, suddenly felt heavy, fragile, precious. He thought of his daughter sleeping at home, of her small laugh, of the way she still believed the world was limitless. Maybe he couldn't change the system. Maybe the carrot would always dangle. But he could choose not to run after it, at least not tonight. He grabbed his coat and stepped outside. The cool air hit his face. For the first time in a long while, he wasn't thinking about work or retirement or death. He was thinking about now, because years do fly by. And when life stops on a dime, he wanted to know he had lived even just a little in the moments between. Years fly by, swift as a summer breeze. We blink, and suddenly we're older, grayer, wondering where the time went. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? Soon, we're all going to die. Not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it's coming. It's just a matter of time before life stops, leaving us with nothing but the memories we've made and the moments we've lived. So what do we do with this knowledge? How do we face the ticking clock without letting it consume us? The answer perhaps lies in the present moment. Try to enjoy the now, they say, the power of now, the gift of the present. It sounds nice, doesn't it? A cure-all for our existential woes. But here's the catch. What if the now is painful? What if the present moment is filled with struggle, with hardship, with the grinding gears of a life that feels like it's going nowhere? How do you enjoy that? It's the ultimate catch-22, a paradox that leaves us feeling trapped. We're all trying to get ahead, aren't we? Working longer hours, taking on more responsibilities, chasing that next promotion or pay raise. But it often feels like we're running on a treadmill, exhausting ourselves while staying in the same place. They keep dangling that carrot in front of us, always just out of reach. And we keep running, hoping that one day we'll finally grab it. The middle class, once the backbone of society, is being squeezed more than ever. It's hard to be happy when we're working twice as hard and getting paid twice as less. The American dream feels like just that, a dream slipping further away with each passing year. We're told to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, but the bootstraps keep getting shorter. So what do? We put money in our retirement funds, squirreling away what little we can spare. We tell ourselves it'll be worth it someday, that we'll finally be able to relax and enjoy life when we're done with the rat race. But by then, we'll be old and gray, our energy spent. We'll finally take that vacation we've always dreamed of, but will we have the vitality to truly enjoy it? And what about our children? We save and scrimp, hoping to leave them something, anything, to give them a head start. We dream that they might build a life where they can retire early, escape the grind that wore us down. But deep down, We fear they'll fall into the same trap. They'll chase the carrot, stay working rabbits, running the maze until they too are old and dead. It's a bleak picture, isn't it? But maybe, just maybe, there's another way. Maybe the answer isn't in the future or the past, but right here, right now. Maybe it's about finding moments of joy in the midst of the struggle. A child's laugh, a sunset, a quiet cup of coffee before the world wakes up. Small things, perhaps, but real, tangible, now. Maybe it's about redefining what success means. Not in terms of bank accounts or job titles, but in moments lived fully, in connections made, in love given and received. Maybe it's about learning to be present, even when the present is hard, especially when it's hard. Because here's the truth. We can't escape the passage of time. We can't avoid the fact that one day our time will run out. But we can choose how we spend the time we have. We can choose to see the beauty in the struggle, to find meaning in the mundane. It's not easy. It's not a magic solution that will suddenly make everything better. But it's a start. It's a way to reclaim some of what we've lost in our endless pursuit of more. It's a way to live, really live, in the moments we have. So maybe, the next time you feel the weight of time pressing down on you, take a breath. Look around. Find one thing, just one small thing, to appreciate in that moment. It won't stop the clock. It won't solve all your problems. But it might just make the journey a little more bearable, a little more beautiful. The present is a gift, they say. Maybe it's time we started unwrapping it, even when the packaging is a little rough. Because in the end, it's not about how much we accumulate or how far we climb. It's about how fully we live, how deeply we love, how present we are in our own lives. So here's to the now, to the messy, complicated, beautiful now. May we learn to embrace it, even when it's hard. May we find moments of joy in the midst of struggle. And may we remember that every moment, good or bad, is a chance to truly live. Years fly by, but we don't have to let them slip away unnoticed. We can choose to be present, to be alive, to be here, now, because now is all we really have. And that, perhaps, is the greatest gift of all.